I'm Tino Vo and welcome to our nail art tutorial. I'm showing you how to use a new TortoiseShell kit available on www.tinovo.shop, and you're gonna absolutely love it because it is so easy, you guys. It will take you minutes to accomplish this type of design style. Now, let's get ready for the lesson. So, before we walk into the design tutorial, we are going to explore the TortoiseShell Nail Art Design Kit. So, this box, all the items in it will help you accomplish this design right here. And you can do a full nail like this, or you can do color block design like a French tips. Or you can even do little gemstone, apply TortoiseShell pattern in it, and apply 3D or embossed jellies to make it three-dimensional. You can even do a little three-dimensional shape like a heart shape or the ring pattern and apply TortoiseShell in there. So this is very versatile, and everything in this will help you accomplish it. The steps are quick and easy, you guys, and it has instruction included. And YouTube lessons are available, which we are filming it right now. So let's go ahead and open the box. Now, what in here? The first thing you'll see is the instruction. It has two sides. So one side, it will tell you all the items that are in it. And since my items are built for special effect, it will show you what each item do, what's the functionality of each of these products right here to make the TortoiseShell and to make other things other than the TortoiseShell. And the other side, we have steps for you. So it's only involves 6 steps, you guys, and I'm gonna do it to let you see how easy it is. And these are all the explanation to each step. Easy at 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. Now, let's go ahead and see what item we got here. So these are the magnets I have included for you because there is a magnetized item right here. So let's open these. So these are what you get in the kit. It includes sunlight magnetic cateye, shadow, amber, burn, and blooming gel in the newest formulas. And it's quite amazing, you guys. So let me walk you through all of the items since we have the instruction right here. First is sunlight magnetic cateye. Now this is very strong, you guys. And you'll see here when I demonstrate it, you'll fall in love with it right away. It can apply over black foundation, or it can be applied over a natural or clear foundation, especially for this kind of design that I'm about to do. So after sunlight is shadow. Now shadow is one of my personal favorite. So what this is it's a chrome-ready gel. Chrome-ready gel meaning it don't need any top coat before the chrome powder. So for this kit, it is perfect. And besides, it's been used to draw in this little black spot right here for the TortoiseShell. You can even use it to blend because TortoiseShell, it can be harsh or it can be blend. So you can use it to blend a little more since shadow are very good with blending. You can also use it for chrome application because you see how you started out is Cateye. That is a foundation of this design. But if you thinking like, I don't want to start out with Cateye. I want to start out with chrome. You can apply this first and rub chrome powder right on it. So besides doing TortoiseShell design, this is excellent for everything else. Now we have 2 of my favorite shading gel for fall. Besides TortoiseShell, it can do so much more like fall leaf. It can do little wood patterns using these gels. It can also use to do amber technique like the name here. Or for burn technique like burn paper or when you want to age some design, it is right here. So these are perfect shading gel for this season. And amber, when I do character painting, especially like a portrait or like a face, I use amber every time I need like a glowing tone or like a tannin effect. I use this just to brighten up or make the face warmer, you know, adding glow to the face. Like when you make up, you're adding bronzer to your face. It's like that. And burn, I already tell you, besides shading, it's also used for vintage effect or age effect. So this is a perfect shade to add depth to the design. You see the darker, richer spot right here beside the black. That's the burn. And of course, it's blend very well. But let's talk about the blooming gels. So this is the new and improved formula of blooming gels that I have here. It is HEMA free. It is TPO free. And it have a very thin consistency, which is perfect because the typical blooming gel have a semi-thicker consistency, but these have a thin consistency, and it spreads gel very fast. And it works with all gel formula, not just specific kind of formula. So for this, I use it to bloom out the little black right here to make the natural tortoiseshell look. And all of this cure for 60 seconds. So now we are ready. So my first thought is obviously French tips, because everybody loves French tip. So I'm going to use Sunlight Magnetic Cateye first. I will apply it right out on a nail palette. When I do French tip or color block, I like to have it out on the palette instead of using it straight from the bottles. Then I am taking out a brush. And I personally think that embossed brush are a much better option when you do French tip rather than a liner brush, because you can frame and color at the same time. And we want like a deep French, since I think that deep French is more attractive than a straight across French. But if you do short nail, you might want your French to be straight across. Now, I am going to color in the whole tip. See how easy it is with embossed brush? And we're going to use a magnet. So this is the first step right here. Apply Sunlight Magnetic Cateye and then use a magnet that included for you. Now, when I say I'm tilting down, I'm doing like this. When I say I'm tilting up, I'm doing like that, okay? So this magnet on this left side, I am tilting down. You see how it's reacts with the magnet? Okay, I'm tilting down. So on this side, I am approaching this from the right, and I'm also tilting down, okay? Tilting down, you see? See that? It's pulling the cateye over. That's it. You study your magnet, and that is just how it works. So if it pull when I'm tilting down, that means when I'm tilting up, it do the exact opposite. It push like this. See that? It's push. So now you're tilting down and it pull back. That is how you control your magnet. So this way, again, I'm tilting down or I'm tilting up. Okay. So on the bottom, I'm tilting down. See, it's pulling it back. And then I'm approaching it. See that? Or you can tilt it, pull it back up just to see that it's pushing it back. So that is how you play with your magnet. Same thing here. I am tilting up and approaching. That's it. Or you can even use this little circle right here. I do that when I do French tip. Okay, now after you clear up your entire surface, you are ready to cure. 60 seconds. And these cateye are strong, you guys. Look at how strong this cateye is. It's so sensitive to the magnet. Look at that. So if you have cateye that when you're doing this, nothing happen, look at the difference. See, it's very sensitive to the magnet. So, second step is apply Vo.Tino blooming gel and do not cure. Then, dot shadow gel into wet blooming gel and wait for it to bloom, okay? Blooming gel, apply and do not cure. Look how nice a new label is. Now, I'm gonna apply on just the tips. You can apply on your whole nail if you want, but if you do a black dot near here, it might blend all the way into the nail bed, and you don't want that. So your best bet is to stay at the tips. This new blooming gel is so easy to do with its thinness, cause you want it as thin as possible. Cause you're gonna add gel in here and it's gonna blend out, and the surface not gonna be totally flat. So you don't want a bunch of gel. You want a thin layer of gel. Do not cure this. Now I'm gonna take our shadow gels. So this is one of my favorite gels right here, shadow. Let's put this back. All right. Now, I am gonna take out a palette like this. Putting shadow onto the palette. Now, in the pictures, as you can see, you can use the brush of the bottle right here to just go ahead and dot it in. Or if you have the coloring brush, then I would love to use the coloring brush. So it kind of like the polish in the bottle, but it's much smaller, but not small like a liner brush. So I actually would love to use this brush. And throughout the entire lesson, I will introduce to you guys products that are not in the kit. Product that you already have that you can incorporate and alter it. So far, I choose to use coloring brush instead of the brush in these bottles. And so far, I choose to do the French tip instead of the whole nail. So there are already a few differences here, and I'm gonna show you the diversity of this kit. So it's not just for you to make this design. The possibility are limitless right there. So first is the French. So I am going to dot just a few dots on the surface like this. Easy at that. And maybe one up here. Okay, now when it bloom out like this, let me zoom in so you can see. You want to go in and add more dot right next to it. So these dots gonna be sharper. Contrast with the blendy gel behind. And that's what TortoiseShell is. It's bloom, but it's harsh, and it's bloom, it's layers, and it's very unique. So this is an effective way for you to make the TortoiseShell design. See that? Make it attractive. See, instruction help, but watching me do it is actually very interesting. It will give you one step closer to master your technique by paying attention to the way I do it. See here? It's pretty already. So now we have a unique TortoiseShell pattern, and you can even be done right here. This is pretty. It's bland, but it's harsh, and it's bland. You see, you feel a little dot right here, and it's harsh again. See, it's harsh, and then that's part of it, the blend, if that makes sense. That is a unique TortoiseShell pattern right there. Now you're gonna cure that. Next is the amber gels. And we are done with step 2, applying blooming gel. We're done with step number 3, applying shadow gel. Step number 4, dot more shadow gel next to the previous one to create contrast. We already done that. So now the next step right here, which is number 5, we only have 2 steps left. Apply amber gel on the entire surface. That's easy, right? We're gonna take our ambers and apply it right on here, just the tip, and that will help even it out. Since when you first bloom the gel out, the surface might be uneven. This is leveling the surface, so it's gonna even everything out. And of course, when I do more than one fingers, each of these steps, I repeat it on all of the fingers. See how easy it is? Let me zoom in so you can see. Wow. One more step. Here it is, 60 seconds. And we have burn left. So with burn, I am going to choose to take out ombre brush, because what you're going to do is you're going to take this and apply. Let me zoom in. You apply on just certain spot, like this, above the black, like that. You still want some of the lighter part on the background, but you can actually apply burn on just some of the spot on the black right here. And you can just leave it and be done like that. Or you can use the ombre brush to blend it out to be a little more fancy. And a lot of the audience that are watching probably already have ombre brush. If you are a repeated customer of Tino Vo, you probably already have the ombre brush. And if you don't have the ombre brush, that's fine. It's just a little more fancy to use it for a tortoiseshell like this. Here, 60 seconds. Now, you can apply shine or matte. That's up to you. Or you can take matte, like matte it right here, and apply on the entire nails. So everything turn matte. And then you can apply shine on just the tip. Now, you can apply matte on just the nail bed instead of the entire nails. But then when you apply shine on the tip, it's gonna have a big gap right in the middle of the matte and the shine, and you don't want that. So you want to apply matte on everything. Then shine on the tip, and that's it. Look how easy it is. So, beside the tips, you can also make like a gemstone. Let me go ahead and draw like an oval shape right in here. Like a gemstone. And then you can fill it in. See, you don't even need black in the background for this. The gel are very shiny and very strong. And the reason why you don't need black background, because tortoiseshell are a sheer natural looking background. So you don't need to apply black first. You just need to apply magnetic Cateye sunlight directly onto the surface and brighten it up. I already showed you how to use a magnet here. Next, I will apply blooming gels onto here. And remember, just a thin layer of blooming gels all over this. And then shadow right on. Just a little dot, not too much. It will spread out. Don't apply too much, because then it's gonna spread out too much. Just a little, and then go back and add a few more detail to it. Just like that. And maybe a little bit right here. And then here. Then amber gel all over. See, when you do manicure or pedicure, you can drag a set of this out really quick. Here, then we're gonna use burn gels just on the black, just certain spot. You can skip or you can connect each spot. Like a little blotch of burn gels. And for this, I don't even use ombre brush because the design is so tiny. And then here. And if you want, you can even take some gold pixie gel. It's not included in the TortoiseShell kit, but these are products that you can incorporate with it. Now I'm gonna take liner brush and apply pixie gel all around like a gold frame. Another quick, fast, and easy way to make quick money with beautiful design. See what pixie gel is. If I haven't told you, pixie gel is a gel that don't need any top coat. It's glitter, but it's not just for polish. It's used for painting. Line work like this. It's very stable. And the glitter are solid, but the formula are smooth. You can frame all around like this. Let me zoom in. Now, let's make it 3D. Here, pixie gel first. So, what I'm gonna use next is this right here, clear embossed jelly. So, with clear embossed jelly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply just a little bit on the surface like that, just a little bit. And I'm gonna take the coloring brush. It's not included in the kit neither, but it is an amazing brush to have, and most of my customers have this brush already. It is amazing to apply detail like this where you don't want a detail or liner brush because they're too flimsy, they're too pinpoint like needle-like. Versus a thick gel like this, you need something like a coloring brush. It can pinpoint, but it can spread at the same time. Its body is both built for special technique like this. Now, I'm gonna take out the bottle again. This time I already have a slip layer on. The reason why I apply thin layer first, because it's easy to trace around the circle perfectly like this. If I have like a bunch of gel, like a whole bunch, like really thick, it would be impossible to go around this circle neatly. You're not gonna be able to completely go edge to edge with these kind of designs. So that's why I apply a thin layer first, called slip layer. So now, when I apply this on, I just need to flow on the surface, and that's it. The slip layer will do the rest. It will guide it out smoothly. So that is how I make this kind of design perfectly. Now, we're gonna go ahead and poke out this little bubble right here. There. Just like that. So, when I tell you that before you open the bottles, you should do this. You should turn the bottle like this and do this. The reason is you want the gel to condense right down here. So when you squeeze it out, there's no air. Because usually if like this, then there might be air up here. And when you turn it around and squeeze it out, you can squeeze out air bubble. So it's important to lay it upside down like this, or right side up, however you feel it. So all the gel can condense right down here and all the air go back up here. So now when you squeeze out, there'll be no bubble. And you can cure this layer first and apply another layer to be safe, or you can apply a lot on all at once. But be careful, don't let the design collapse. 'Cause when there is a whole bunch of gel, it's still a liquid form, so it's still able to collapse. Okay, just like that. Let's collapse just a little bit and cure. You can even turn it upside down just to be sure. When people turn the gel upside down, it's focused in the center of the design so it doesn't drip and ruin the shape of the design. So that another design already, that is like a gemstone look. And you just top coat everything. But for a gel like this, no white embossed jelly, it don't need any top coat. So that's another convenience of the embossed jelly. It's not in the kit, but it belongs to the 3D family, and you can incorporate with this design. See how beautiful it is already? You can also use clear clay dough. We can take clay dough out and scoop just a little bit right here. And we can roll it out like a noodle, like this. And then put it on the nails. And then you can use a clay dough knife. Cut this side right here. And cut this side right here. You can even apply another line right beside it. Just like that. And this can be the base for the tortoiseshell. This is a trendy design. It's called a bangle design. And it's like putting a whole bunch of rings on your nail. It's pretty cool looking. Make sure I make it nice and neat here. Okay, then you're gonna go ahead and cure that. 60 seconds. Then you just repeat the process, quick, fast, and easy. First, you take out cat eye and you apply all over. And I would do just one noodle at a time or one ring at a time. I like to call it noodles. Okay, and then let's take out the cat eye. Let's apply a little more gel here. Okay, let's take out the cat eye. And we're gonna magnetize it. Let me zoom in so you can see. Okay, cure that. And you only need to cure like a few seconds just to make sure that the magnetized particle is froze so it doesn't move when I make this one, when I magnetize this, make it glare up. Because you need a specific angle so you can see it in a certain way. Like if I tilt it right here, I can see it well. But if I were to tilt it in a different direction, I might not see it. So it depends on what angle you look at it. So you need specific adjustment for the magnet. And when you magnetize both noodles, it's going to be very hard. So it's important that you do it one at a time. Here. And now we are going to put a little bit of blooming gel, not too much. Because this is a thin noodle. You might only need to apply like on top like this. You don't even need to worry about both sides. Because it's about the customer view when they look directly at it. So the side doesn't really matter. They're not going to say, oh, can I look like right underneath here? So they most likely just stare straight at it. some blooming gel, and then you can go back and apply some more. And remember, give it some contrast. Don't make it too equal, like 1, 2, 3. So I add another spot right here just to make a contrast. See that? So it not look too cohesive. Cue this. Now you can give a 60 seconds. And then, of course, the next gel is amber. See, when you know all the steps, you can do this very, very fast. Since the surface are small, we don't see a change, but it's there. Hear this. Then the next gel is burn. I'm gonna take this and apply. Let's apply on this spot right here, and on this spot right here. There. And then here, you don't even need to blend it. Hear this. And now let's mat everything. And after you mat everything, then you can go back with shine on just the ring pattern. I don't even need to use like an art brush. I just need to use the brush in the bottle. There. Beautiful. Here, 60 seconds. So, if I like, you know what? Let's go crazy. Let's change it just a little more. Let's take out a clear tip. And instead of using the sunlight magnetic Cateye, you can always use shadow and then make a chrome layer design. So let's apply shadow first. Because so far you see in the Cateye pattern, you can easily just chrome it. Here, 60 seconds. And we are going to take out some gold chrome. And just rub it on right on the nails. See that? That's amazing. You don't need any extra coat. If you use shadow, you can skip all the top coat. That's why it's called chrome ready. And when I rub it on, after I dust it, let me find my duster. So now I can just dust it and use a clean shadow applicator, run over the surface again, just to make sure that all excess dust is gone. So that is another change right there. The chrome is not included in the kit, but just in case you want to alter the look, you can actually use chrome or any color. It don't have to be gold. And then you can just follow the next step. So now you decide, you know what? I don't want Cateye. I want chrome. Then you just follow blooming gel will be the next step. Apply blooming gel on. Then you can go ahead and apply shadow right on. And I don't use the brush this time. I decide to use the brush of the polished bottle instead. See that? And a few more. Just to change its little look. Kind of look marbly or like close to cheetah print, but more drastic. Hear this? Then I am gonna take out embers. See, this is way too easy, you guys. Amber gel all over the surface to level out everything and to add its ambery glowy tone for the tortoiseshell here. Now, the last step, burn gels. Now take it out and apply on certain spot of the nail. Just like that. And I'm not going to use the ombre brush this time. I'm just going to apply a little splotch here and then top coat. Put this back. This is very fast, you guys. Apply shine this nail on everything. Look at that. Clear this. And that is how you use TortoiseShell. So these are all the items that include in the TortoiseShell, and instructions are in there. Plus, if you watch this YouTube video, then you already know how to do it. But for a customer, especially if you want a refresh on it, if you know it already, you watched the video already, but you want a little refreshment on it, then you can go on. Then you can have the instruction on the box already for you. And these are multiple ways to utilize the tortoiseshell look. You can use it on anything. It is simply a pattern that you can use for any kind of design. It can be on any size, shape. It can be on manicure, pedicure. So I hope that this lesson will help you make a lot of money in the fall and in the winter of this year. Don't forget to subscribe us at YouTube at Vo.Tino Vo, and everything that I use today is available on www.tinovo.shop. And until next time, bye-bye.